and the Lou City.
Face off. Mask up. Mask up.
Hey, first of all, I'm not a pervert.
All right, he's a sexy pervert.
Yeah.
The Best Buy exclusive DLC character in Fight Night Round 3, Luis.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Kauzum Effect podcast, where we have yet another endorser to our glorious show.
Aquí, Louis, patrocinando por Kauzum Effect. What's up?
Okay, this time in fucking English, please.
What was I supposed to say after that? Fuck. Hey, I'm Louis. Go by the Lou Meister over here, endorsing Kauzum Effect. What's up? What you
Nice.
want?
The Lou Meister. All right, that's an awesome name. Do you go by any other names?
The ones you've been calling me sometimes.
Like what?
Sometimes you call me Beaner, Spig. I don't fucking know.
15 times I have to tell you this shit. People like the interracial friendships. You have to keep it that way.
I mean, bro, you fucking picked me up at fucking Home Depot. You told me to dress like a fucking lawyer.
You know what? I can't deal with
Can I
this
get
shit.
my $20, please?
Yeah, if I give you that 20 bucks, you better use it for that unibrow, asshole.
Fucking modelos, fool. Fuck you.
Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord.
Joke's on you, because there is no Lord. There is only Boozos, Poppy, Fortnite Pro, Universal Destroyer. Pray to him.
Take one energy drink and you're fucking off the rails,
I'm
bro.
not even fully through that thing. Not even halfway through.
the
We
camera.
only getting started,
Show the camera.
homeboy.
Show the camera your battery acid you drink all the time. This man, motherfucker, drinks rain. And how much caffeine is in that rain, bro?
300 milligrams.
Jesus Christ!
300 milligrams of straight power.
I got no reason to do cocaine in my entire life, and it's because of that. I feel like, you know how they say with cocaine, they're like, yeah, you have to snort it. You get like a good time for like 20 minutes, and then you're done. I drink a rain. I'm hyped for like 3 hours. Plus, you can't get cocaine dick on an energy drink. So, yeah, we're going to be rock solid. Welcome back, everybody, to the Kauzum Effect. I'll be honest with you guys. This is a very impromptu episode. This is a last-minute thing because we filmed this, So we dropped the last episode Tuesday, right?
Yep.
Valentine's Day just happened.
Yep.
So you guys are going to see this episode next Tuesday. So we're technically in the past by like almost
a week.
a week, yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever happens between now and then, we don't know. But yeah, I do not want to give the people episode list for 2 weeks because we do go on our 1 week breaks when we do the the season closings. But yeah, we decided. I was like, fuck it. Last thing I want to do before I go on vacation, drop an episode on Tuesday. Mr. Boozos Poppy. Let's recap. So, Super Bowl happened. As you guys all know, my beautiful Kansas City Chiefs, along with the Swifties, big W for us. Big L's for these bozos. Another thing that happened recently. The death of the guy who made Pop-Tarts, Mr. William Posts. R.I.P., but I will say it. Pop-Tarts is the most mid-breakfast fucking snack I could ever have eaten. It's like eating straight cardboard with ass cheeks. I'm not a fan of Pop-Tarts. So he is probably going to be in heaven in the same mid-section as Matthew Perry and most mid things ever, along with Friends. That's what I think of Pop-Tarts is the Friends equivalent of breakfast.
You can leave at any time.
Oh, I can't. It's my own show. Fuck you.
Get out of here. Out. Blasphemy.
Okay. If you were to sell me a Pop-Tart, what is so good about a Pop-Tart?
Buddy, I'm giving you straight sugar with fruit as breakfast. And if you heat it up with the frosting on it, and it's just a little bit of soft, a little bit of crunch.
But what's the difference? I feel like a toaster strudel feels more fulfilling than that.
Frankly, I haven't had a toaster strudel, but still,
buddy,
a strawberry Pop-Tart is undefeatable.
Crazy talk.
I heard blueberry is actually pretty decent too. I have not had it myself, but
it's wild, bro. I think toaster strudels shit on Pop-Tarts. I actually have toaster strudels in the fridge. I'm gonna put you on game.
All right,
you tell me.
Let's do it. Next episode.
Boozos Poppy tries toaster strudel. In-depth review.
We're going to have a side-by-side review.
It's like the cream puff, and it's like what I want him to do to me, and it's like a picture of a toaster strudel. Yeah, because you put the filling over it. Never mind. My head's in the gutter. Sorry, I think it's the
you're
caffeine.
going
It's the
wrong.
rain, bro.
I'm putting it in between.
Hello, excuse me. All right. What we wanted to kind of base this topic off of is recently, before we go into it, let's talk about Valentine's Day, man. Did you have a Valentine this year?
Yeah. My bed. My God, was she gorgeous. So comfortable. Hugged me the whole time.
Damn. That's crazy. On that cold side of the bed, your favorite spot?
Ooh, my bed knows what I like.
Excuse me. All right. All right. So, okay, cool. So I had a Valentine this year, thankfully. Yep. I feel like Valentine's is always funny. I feel like asking somebody to be your Valentine is like a safe, mutual way of getting prepared to ask somebody to be in a relationship with you. But there's no strings attached with Valentine's. It's kind of like you got a Valentine. It's like, all right, cool. I give you some gifts, chocolate. It can be a mutual thing, even though it's very centric around lovers and things to that extent. But I always think it's cool to have a Valentine. I always try to have one every year, even if it's mutual. Because it's just like, I don't know, it just reminds me that I'm human, that I need a connection. No matter how much of a antisocial hermit I try and portray myself off the cameras, at the end of the day, I think I just also just want to hug and to just be, held and told that I'm doing a good job. Never got that as a child. Damn, see, that's all I got as a child. I just fucking laughed at. Well, so much for me opening up. We'll try again in season 3. But oh man, just like you know what used to be lit, bro. Like those Valentine's Day parties you'd have at school.
Yeah.
Where like everybody would pass out their own things, but then you'd have to. My dumbass would always spend up the night before trying to like write everything and get ready. You know how they when I was doing it, they would give you like the list of all the kids.
Yeah.
And then you'd have to like write one for each person. And then you still have a little extra left over with candy. I'd always eat that and just use it to just write random shit on it. But yeah, Valentine's parties were lit, man. Especially, when what I would do, all the girls that I liked in the class, I would write like extra stuff around it.
Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh no, I used to give them extra candy.
Yep.
Because I used to have the little goodie bags.
Yeah.
And I just stick 1 or 2 extra things in there for them. Like,
damn, all right. Nice little young gentleman.
Yeah. And then, of course, Business Poppy takes his taxes out of everything.
You had a food tax on the candy bags for these girls, bro?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hey, any leftovers are easily destroyed.
What about, like, being a third wheel? Being a third wheel on dates and Valentine's Day, that type of thing. I feel like when it comes to certain events like Valentine's Day, I do not want to be a third wheel. I just feel like that one's kind of like, oh, fuck, man. In fact, being a third wheel in general, I think just kind of, depending on the person, depending on the people that you're with, right? I don't mind hanging out with a couple if, like, we're just all vibing and stuff. But, like, if we're at, like, a club or something, let's say, for example, or some type of social outing where I go with them, and then they try and get you to go talk to other girls.
Yeah.
To try and get your own +1. Mm-hmm. I'm like, man, I don't like that. I don't like that. I came here to just vibe, live vicariously through you people. I don't want my own type of thing. I'll do you a step further, bro. I remember one time I went on a double date and I felt like the guy on the other side was third wheeling. The guy. So it was my ex and her friend.
Okay.
Now, I told you a couple episodes ago, I was a loyal man, but there was only one time I truly felt like I fucked up in my relationship. I did not cheat. Well, I guess people would consider it cheating, but her and I went into a closet in a party when my ex was outside. No, I'm just kidding. We didn't do that. No. Oh, so I
No, continue the story.
no. That did not happen. She was a very attractive girl. But yeah, no, it was one time I remember I was very drunk at a party. My ex-girlfriend was there. We were under the influence of a couple things. And I just remember talking with the other girl. They were best friends, I guess, throughout high school or something or whatnot, right? So, yeah, already in hot water. And from what I've heard from my boys, that this girl is always getting other people in trouble in their relationships. I don't know why they're all jealous of this girl. I think it's an issue with like skin tone because she was lighter. So it's like, it's weird because I feel like with like Hispanic culture, man, I feel like they tend to glorify more of the lighter skin than the darker skinned people, which, I mean, hey, keep hating on all the dark skinned people you want because I'll gladly take them over. Shit. I like me a nice brown Latina. But yeah, so I'm shying off there. Yeah, I remember we were right outside the party all saying, goodbye to each other. And I don't know what the fuck got into me. But I was like, you're looking really nice tonight. Just said that to her. My ex was on the balcony, heard it all. But this woman said, yeah, you're looking really handsome, or something like, you're looking really cute too. She said that back to me. And then we hugged. Is that cheating? We're just complimenting each other. I think that was the only kind of
like platonic.
I thought it was platonic. I mean, I meant it. I was just in a good mood, Drugs were flowing through my system. I mean, alcohol was flowing through my system. I was just, I was happy. No, not. So there was that instance, and there was another instance, same girl. We went out. It was me and my ex, and then her and her boyfriend, and went to go get food. I don't know what transpired, but everybody was talking. I was chilling. It was like a table, smaller kind of table, right? She kept fucking like putting her foot next to my leg, but she wouldn't say sorry anytime she did it. She was like moving her foot into my leg, but it almost seemed intentional after like the fourth or fifth time she did it.
Like touching?
Yeah.
That makes it interesting.
I did not reciprocate. I kept moving my leg back the whole time.
Yeah.
I always, because I thought it was an accident. Maybe it was an accident. Maybe I'm thinking too much into it, but it's like, buddy, by like the third time, if you keep hitting, hitting the side of my leg, I feel like you would know the spatial structure around you.
No, I don't know. Sometimes if you at least apologize, oh shit, sorry, something like that.
Not get one single apology.
See, like when you don't say that, it's like,
Is it sus at that point?
That's when I start getting sus. Yeah. Big time. Hell, after the third time, I'm like, all right, what's going on here? Hold on. I'm going to get curious and I'm going to be like, all right, let's test this.
Yeah, no, it was very interesting. That girl's married now. I think she's having a kid soon.
Oh, shit.
Both of them have kids now. Well, so yeah, congratulations. A whole lot of not my fucking problem anymore. So congratulations to all three of us, I should say, right? Woo! But yeah, no, that's what I feel about third wheeling.
I don't know, third wheeling, that's interesting.
Having a third wheel friend who's always around is very interesting too. I had one of those, still one of my good friends today. Mm-hmm. He was always around, man. He was always around. And I love the guy to death, but I would hate when sometimes he'd be at our house because I don't know if I brought this up. Guy had abandonment issues, still does have abandonment issues. And it's the worst when, you invite somebody over to the house for a while, and then they don't leave when you're wanting to smash. They don't get the hint. It's like, hey, we're getting tired. We're getting tired. Oh, I'm getting tired too. All right, we're getting tired. Fucking leave.
Okay, see, just say something else then. Be like, all right, I'm going to call it a night or something like that.
That's what we would do, but the motherfucker would stay there, bro.
Oh, okay.
They want to kick him out. But yeah, no, I brought this up to him too, so it's not like I'm putting him on blast. He knows this. He knows this. I'm like, because we bring this up all the time. He also held a secret from me for like a year. I didn't know until a year later that I got cheated on. He knew and didn't tell me until a year later. But I held no resentment for him. I don't know. It's very weird. Probably because I knew it. It's one of those things where you kind of know that the person did it. And, just the fact that the reassurance of it is just kind of like,
well, I was right.
It is what it is, right? Yeah, those types of people, I'm like, bruh, just say you want to watch. You did.
Man, third wheel. Okay, that's a different level of third wheeling, man.
Yeah, no, that's like it's like going from like one of those, this type of third wheel was like that wheel that's in the back of the car. The spare that's only temporary.
Spare tire that's always there with you. That you kind of, okay.
Some wild shit like that.
Damn.
Yeah. But, I mean, it is what it is. Still friends, I guess. You talk through the stuff. You talk through certain things, and you grow, you mature, you age, and, things that made have seemed wild back then aren't really now. We talked about this to where it's like, I feel like men specifically, you're really insecure about a lot of things from the time you're like I think from the time you actually start dating until you're about 24. And then once you realize people really just ain't shit, and people are just like, it's kind of like I personally get into this mindset to where I get disappointed if I'm right, which I feel like is kind of a bad mindset to have because you're kind of like manifesting something negative, right? You're kind of like, oh shit, like, all right, well, I'm gonna be surprised. I'm not gonna be surprised if I get cheated on by this girl. Then you get cheated on. You're like, oh man, I called it, but it's like you kind of put that into existence, It's
one of those scenarios that whether they get involved or whatever choice it is, like it's just one of those options, possibilities you could say.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. I think maybe you just get more realistic as time goes on. You just get more realistic on what you want.
See how other people are, just more experience. Hell, even if you don't get involved yourself, you see others who are getting. You talk to your friends and you talk to people. You reach shit online. It all happens out there. So we all know that this is a possibility.
I want to talk about gifts.
Gifts, okay.
Gifts for significant others, people in general, man. What is your go-to gift? Do you have any go-tos? Flowers. What? Actually, let's start off there. What is your opinion on like giving flowers? Is it a yay or a nay?
It's a situational thing for me. It depends on the person first, because I like to go. I like to be like the gift has to mean something. I like a gift that has meaning to it. Maybe we spoke about this a long time ago, or very minuscule, but you hinted at something that you really liked. It struck an emotional chord, essentially. Yeah. So those are the type of gifts that I like to give to people because it adds that extra little layer of meaning. So, like, if we do flowers, girls usually like flowers.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I'll get you flowers, and then I'll try to figure out what's your favorite flower, and roses, lilies, or whatever.
Excuse me?
Gooby woobies.
Huh? Lilacs, I don't know. Dandelions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me personally, if they really like flowers, I guess. But I mean, my main goal is to try and deflower them. So the way I feel about flowers, I don't know. I just don't feel like I feel like it's a nice gesture, but I feel like it gets depressing after a while because it's like flowers die. I'd rather give you something else, something that like you can enjoy within the moment. Like you just smell flowers and stuff. But if I give you food, if I give you chocolates, or if I give you, I don't know. I've always thought like in terms of gifts, just me as a person in general, if I'm going to give somebody a gift, I want them to be able to reuse it. Like I want them to kind of put some use to it, right?
Right.
So I feel like flowers, the girl really has to like flowers. I'm talking like old school, like Jesus, I was born in the wrong generation, 1950s, let's go get milkshakes and roller skate type thing. If she likes that type of traditionalist type shit, all right, I'll get you flowers, whatever. But flowers for somebody is never really my first choice. I just me personally, if somebody gave me flowers, I would just be like, what the fuck am I going to do with this? Like, I'm just going to watch it die. Like, I understand the gesture, but I feel like it's the equivalent to, like, I don't know, hugging somebody, kissing somebody on the cheek or something, just like a nice romantic type of gesture. So me, a flower is just kind of like, yeah. It has a very short lifespan. But if I give you a t-shirt, if I give you some clothes, give you a Starbucks gift card, then, I feel like it's more usable.
See, I don't know about clothing because I don't delve in the fashion and thing. Plus,
if you
get the wrong size or something, then they're going to be like, oh, you think I'm fat? I'm really like, oh, shit. Now we're going down another fucking rabbit hole.
I won't say you're fat. I'll say you're thick with 2 C's. Beautiful.
How do you say that with a t-shirt?
Well, I think you would know the girl's size. I mean, I'm not saying get her a t-shirt the first time you meet her, but like, that's like one of the things you ask. Right. Like how you're saying, like how you said, oh yeah, I would ask what her favorite flower is. I'd be like, yeah, what's your favorite t-shirt size?
Extra small wet t-shirt contents.
Hello. Whoa, that took right. It's like, hey, babe, I got you a gift. Oh, a white t-shirt. Now let's go outside. Let me hose you down. Very romantic, Mr. Boozos. Very fucking romantic. I think the worst thing is like when they don't like a gift, and you can tell in their eyes. It's only happened to me like once or twice. But just I don't know, man. I just hate rejection in general. I hate, okay, two things in life I hate: rejection and losing. I cannot stand neither of those. And when either of those happen to me, I don't know. I get like a God complex and I get really fucking angry. Especially losing. If you guys tune into the streams and stuff, I rage. I get very pissed off. I break electronics when I lose in video games. And just any sort of losing in general. I don't know. People say it's a bad thing to not be able to accept losses, but I think if you accept too much losses, doesn't that make you a fucking loser?
Well, I did beat Mr. Kauzum here multiple times last night at Mario
fuck
Kart.
you.
Oh my god!
It's because I don't know how to drift, asshole. That's why.
No.
Yeah, do you want to tell them about the bowling game we had?
Wow.
Yeah, Wii Sports Resort, right? What was it? The
Wii Sports
right,
on the Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whooped my ass in golf though, but that was extremely fun.
And
I feel like that'd be a good date. I feel like that'd be a good dating thing, bro. It'd be like, yo, come over to the crib. We can fence. We can play golf. We can bowl. I got a Switch. Oh shit! I think that'd be cool. But no. Those are two things I hate: rejection and losing. You ever been like hardcore rejected before?
okay, hold on. Define hardcore.
Well, I mean, there's multiple definitions for that. I guess your hardest rejection.
I don't know if it depends. It depends on the definition of hardcore, I guess.
No, I guess just rejection in general.
Okay.
Right, we'll take the hardcore out. Just like, what was the worst rejection you'd say?
It's mostly just being put on, being strung along. Mm-hmm. Be like, I don't know about right now. I don't know if I feel the same way, but let's keep talking for a bit, see how it goes.
What kind of bullshit is that, bro?
Yeah. And so,
let's just keep talking. What do you want to put a fucking hand up my ass and turn me into a ventriloquist doll? What the hell is
like,
let's keep talking mean, bro?
Well, they're like, I don't know if I'm ready yet. So, but I don't want to lose you type of deal. Cause I don't know if I'm there yet. The hopeful romantic in me, cause I don't
dating Ice Cube, bro. Are we there yet? What kind of bullshit?
I don't know.
What?
I was young. I didn't know. I was hopeful.
Right.
The romantic in me. And so I was like, all right, you know what? We'll roll the dice. I'll stick around.
Are you still a romantic young man?
I am deep down. If I like you now, I'm not about that bullshit. Either you're there or you're not there. And if you're not there, I don't got time for that.
Damn.
I'm not getting any younger. And I'm a grown ass man. You're a grown ass woman. Make a decision. Yes or no.
That's the scary part, man. I think that's the scary part is just getting old, man. Because it's just like, I feel like you start feeling more and more inclined to have somebody in your life. Like society's kind of pushing it on you. Not saying you have to. I mean, you can be alone for the rest of your life, but the social media feeds start kind of picking at your brain because you start seeing these people that like you went to high school with or like you're lifelong friends with. Motherfuckers are getting married, having kids.
Yep.
Some of them are even like posting their kids' first grade graduation. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm like, man, what am I doing? Just got done on my bed. Dick in my hand.
That post nut clarity, bro.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah. No, it's just awful. It's just like, golly, what am I doing? But then, you start thinking like, they have a family and stuff, but did they really get to enjoy out, their youthful years, stuff like that? Unless that's what you wanted, unless that was your sole purpose in life was, right after you come out of high school, get a bun in the oven, put on that responsibility on you. I mean, that's what some people are just bred to do that, but yeah, that's what keeps me reassured. It's just like, I got time. But, I'd like to have a family by like mid-30s, I think is my goal. Mm-hmm. But I'm 27. That's another thing. I'll be fuck, man, my birthday's this Saturday.
Woo!
Yep, big Vegas things.
Ooh.
But
right.
But yeah, man. I can't say a specific time I've gotten rejected. I think the worst thing that's come close to rejection that I've had is I've had a girl I was in a relationship with. Like I'm talking about different girls. It's always the same one in every fucking story. Tell me, oh man, the worst was like, when I kiss you now, it doesn't feel the same anymore. Right? That shit hurts.
Whoa.
Right? Even feeling that from a distance, it's just like, God damn, bro. What the fuck?
All right, what happened? We're like, yeah, no. Immediately, that's what happened. I need details. You need to speak to me.
Man, that kind of transcends into a long story. It was a very rough patch in the relationship. I guess we'll just put it that way.
No, I mean, like, what I mean is, like, that's the thoughts that would come up after hearing something like that.
Oh yeah. Well, this was back when I didn't start getting this confrontational shit until after my end of my relationship. It's kind of weird because I got broken up with the first time.
Yeah.
And then I lived with her at her house. Mm-hmm. And then once she was like, I don't think it's going to work. We should break up. I packed my bags and just left. Because to me, I think like, okay, I mean, if you don't like me anymore, I'm going to fucking leave.
Yeah.
Then a couple months later, my dumb ass gets back in the same relationship. And then she's like, did you still want to be with me at that time? And I was like, yeah. I mean, like, she's like, how come you didn't say anything? I was like, I don't think I have the power to say anything. I mean, the house I'm living in is not mine. You know, once you tell me we're done, well, I'd imagine why would I say, no, we're not. I'm going to stay here. Why?
Yeah. So if you say no, you know, we're not done. It's like one person's already checked out.
Exactly. Yeah.
So what?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just like the mindset of that. Like, I don't want to fight something like that. Like, yeah, I'd like it, but if you are hell bent on not being with me, I'm not going to try and fight for your love at that point in time. To me, I'd fight for it if it's kind of like, oh man, I feel like our relationship's not really going anywhere. If it's that type of thing, then I'd be like, okay, what can we do to fix this? Are you bored? Should we be doing more things together? Let's solve this. How are we gonna, mend this thing? Which I feel like I'm totally open to that. But yeah, if you're already sent on we shouldn't be together, your heart's already in a different place. Which, look, I always say, at the end of the day, I respect somebody who would tell me that more than just somebody who's cheating and staying with me.
Yeah, no, just no. Don't do it.
Yeah, so that
Jesus
to me
Christ.
is cornball shit. What you were saying earlier, the whole, I don't know, we should still talk though. That shit, no, we ain't getting past. What I'm gonna do if you send me a text and tell me we should still talk still, I'm gonna send you an iPhone game of 8-ball, whoop your ass, and then block your number.
Come on, man. Boozle's Poppy was young and hopeful.
Hey, I get you, man. I get you. Trust me. Similar shit happened to me in 2020. During 2020, during that, I was another rejection. I'm going to put that in there, too. There's a different girl, everybody. Surprise, surprise. I was talking with in 2020.
Okay.
Astrology chick.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Yep. Ventured into that, buddy. It was wild, let me tell you. But yeah. No, so it was during COVID times. Everyone's kind of in the house.
Yeah.
What else do you do aside from talk to people on the internet? Started talking with this girl. I seen her like once perform at like a venue one time. Yeah, we were like talking, flirt. And then I was like, yeah, let's we should go hit up like there was like a national, not national park, but there was like a little big, not little, it was a big park. That was like a trail, had a bunch of trails. I was like, we should go there. In hindsight, I'm like, man, I hope she doesn't think I'm gonna kill her because walking around in a park. I don't know. Weird shit crosses my head. I wasn't going to kill her. I wasn't going to kill her, but I was like, I hope she doesn't think that way. Then the day came, and then I just got nothing, no response. So I'm like, oh, all right, well, she's probably busy. The next day, I see this chick post on her Instagram story, her at that same fucking park with another dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That shit hurt. So I stopped talking to her. She tried replying to my stories, this and that. And now it's weird because just most recently, she followed me again after hiatus from the internet or whatever. She does that weird shit. I just see the follow notification, but she didn't follow my main account. She followed the podcast account. Yeah.
Sus behavior.
Very sus. But yeah, I don't know what the fuck. She's cute. She's my type, but I don't know, man. Once somebody gives me that ick, especially if it's a rejection like that, to where people, that's another thing that I don't get when people say, when they're like, yeah, bro, just because she rejects you once doesn't mean that you still don't have a chance. Motherfucker, you reject me once. I take rejection and loss very, very fucking seriously. So what am I going to do? I know you follow me, so I'm going to make sure your algorithm's flooded with me. I feel like that'd be the worst part about being dating me, which is why I'm like, damn, my ex lucked out, bro. She has absolutely zero social media. She's rarely on I don't know now, but back then, had zero social media. I feel like, yeah, that'd be a shitty part. I would hate to see my ex all over like TikTok or like Instagram or something like that. So I don't think I'd ever date an OnlyFans model just for that sole reason. Not because I don't give a shit what you do to get money. That's fine. But, man, if we break up and, like, I see you on my feed, it's like, oh, yeah, we just got a special $3 off. Be like, man, I remember when I could see it for free. Block.
Causes bad habits. Destroy your algorithm.
Oh, my fucking God, yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ugh. Did I ever tell you, did I ever expose the story on this podcast about the one time, speaking of social media and stuff? We're kind of shying off topic here, but quick little story about the time I ended up liking a girl's photo and getting my ass beat for it.
No.
I never exposed that on the podcast.
I don't think so.
All right, since this is our little filler episode, you ever watch Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
This is like our episode of, like, you know, where the fly, that fly episode where the whole episode they're just trying to kill that fly that's in their meth lab.
Okay.
And yeah, it's just the whole episode. I think they're trying to kill this fly and it's just like buzzing in the lab. That's the whole episode. That's how I feel like this episode is. Just a fly buzzing. But I'll tell the story. So speaking of hearts and Valentine's, so granted, I used to date what the big dog said.
For Bad Bunny, yep.
Toxica. Slightly toxica, but I like him crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's a fact of maybe I feel like I can fix them. It's an interesting social experiment. I don't know what the case is, man. I don't know. But I will need therapy one day for all these women that I have messed with.
Dr.
And all the women that have messed with me. Shout outs to my parents. But anyway, so like I told you, this girl who I was dating, she does not know anything about social media. And I remember one night I was sleeping in bed. It was a very nice slumber. Very, very nice. Typical night. Chilling with my lady on the bed. Nothing romantic, nothing really happened. Just like a nice, just having that person next to you, right? I remember falling asleep, and then I felt like a fucking hit on my head. I was like, oh man, maybe she moved over in her sleep or whatever. Then I fucking start feeling like fucking punches to my fucking dome piece. I woke up and I'm like, what the fuck? Is someone trying to kill me? All right. I get punched. I wake up, and then she's like, what the fuck is this? What are you doing? What are you doing? Loving her photos, this or that. She showed me this photo of because she didn't know what like meant on Instagram. She thought heart meant you loved it, and it was a picture of my prom date. And I liked that fucking photo 3 years ago, before her and I were even together. I don't know what the fuck, like how she found that. First of all, I don't know how that was even like. How she managed to get through my phone, unlock my phone, go to my Instagram, and see the post that I've liked. I feel like that's some intricate shit because I don't even know how to go back and look at the post that I've liked. Yeah, I got hit in the fucking head for liking a girl's Instagram photo, which I could see how girls get jealous of that, but don't get pissed off over a photo I liked before I was even with you.
Goddamn.
Yep. And then there was another time I did it again. Except I liked that girl's photo within the last month. I got kicked out of the house. Got punched for that, too. Did I just admit the domestic abuse? I mean, I didn't get hit. But I get hit hard, per se. But, yeah, it's just interesting stuff like that, It's just kind of like, man. I understand, you don't want to get cheated on, but Jesus. And, that's the crazy part. The bitch still cheated on me. I'm like, damn, bro. Hearts went to the wrong place. That's why it goes back to the whole thing of why I like Valentine's Day, because it can be the most mutual shit of just you being like, hey, I think you're cute enough to want me to ask you to be my Valentine, but are you with it? Or nah? What's the move? You never seen that on TikTok where they're like, oh, no, I like you. Those cringe fucking anime people.
This is. I don't know what that means.
It's like somebody like I don't know how to describe that, man. It's like somebody they're like nervous and they're like putting their head down like this. I gotta show you a TikTok video.
Okay, I've seen that. I'm not gonna say anything, but what the hell is this? A gate?
It's
Are you trying to break a limit here? What is this?
That is true. I don't know what the fuck that really means. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, if another man went up and did this to me,
I'd be like, no, get away now.
Oh shit!
Good God,
Jesus, yeah. What the fuck does that mean? Now you got me thinking.
See, that only means one thing to me. It's like, no,
Right, we cross
stay
the
away.
swords. What's the move?
What?
Whoa.
Unless you have an actual sword, do not do that.
Oh, play
Red
fencing,
flag.
bro. Red flag.
Hey, fencing. Hey, you want to lose again?
Fuck you. I'm not gonna lose again.
He says that now.
Ugh, don't like losing. I do not like losing. I do not like rejection. I don't even like fucking getting rejected from job applications, bro. You know, I remember there was one point in time to where I was looking for a job. So stupid. Looking back at this, and I would get aggravated because they'd be like, "Sorry, you don't fit the qualifications for this time." I would just reply back like, "Fuck you," like in the email.
This is an automated message. Don't respond back. Fuck you.
Yeah, those automated messages. I just be like, "Go fuck yourself."
Watch, the AI is gonna
Fuck
dig
you and
that
your
in.
company. Well,
15 years ago, it's like, we remember. That's why you're not getting hired.
right? It's like, yeah, fucking like, yeah, it's like this job that has nothing to do with Best Buy. It's like, yeah, because that Best Buy application you said fuck off to, you cannot get this job, asshole. Go look for a different job. It's like a fucking CVS.
Good luck.
Oh shit.
CVS closing very soon.
Yeah, I thought this whole episode was gonna be about love and shit. No, this is turning into loss and rejection. What's another thing I don't like losing. You know, I'll tell you this, man. Death, loss, dealing with loss with death. You ever dealt with something like dying close to you? Has that hit you yet?
My grandparents. That's the closest I've got.
How'd that make you feel? Feel sad?
Yeah, because especially my grandma on my mom's side, you know, she was around for a lot in my younger years.
Yeah.
And then we moved away too, you know, because she was based in New York. I'm a New Yorker. And then we moved to Florida. The health declined over time. So, yeah, I didn't get to see her as much. And then, yeah, so when I finally heard the news, that was a rough year.
Damn.
That was a rough year. And then, yeah, even both grandmas, actually, even on my dad's side, when I heard about that. Because I'd seen her when I was a kid, too. And
Yeah.
she was in India.
Yeah, man, I think about that shit sometimes, too. Like, I've lost grandparents. I mean, it's weird because I've never really been close to my grandpas, I guess you could say. Like, I remember going to like my dad's house a couple times, but it was nothing really memorable. So I'm on the same thing. Like my grandmas, I do remember, but my grandma, man, I swear to God, this woman cheated death like 9 times. So when she finally passed, it was kind of like nobody was really sad. It was kind of like, oh, thank God she's not in any more fucking pain.
She used all 9
Yeah,
lives.
like we had a celebration to where it's like, oh, thank God she's dead. Well, I don't mean it that way. No, not thank God that she's dead, but like, you know, thank God she's not suffering and going through all that stuff anymore. It was kind of like, you know, once you cheated death the 3rd time, it's kind of like, oh, Jesus Christ, bro. I feel like death came knocking at her doorstep more than the fucking Mormon church. Yeah, no, that's how I feel about my grandma. It was like, yeah, we were close. I liked her. Very nice lady. I think she's a very understanding lady is what I liked about her. Anytime I said something to her or like something that my dad would judge me on, she wouldn't really care. I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, when she finally passed, I didn't feel sad. I really didn't feel sad. Same thing with I think I felt a little more sad with my other grandma. She was kind of like, she raised me, I guess, until I was like 5 or 6. When she passed, that kind of sucked because sometimes I got this video. Maybe I'll post I'll post this right here. I have a video of me when I was younger. I look back at her from time to time. It's wild because first of all, you know, it's weird looking at yourself being filmed as a kid, as a baby. Just kind of seeing it's like, damn, bro, I acted like that. Not like I act like an asshole or anything, but just watching yourself in kid form walk around, just not knowing anything about the world, is just kind of like, feels like a surreal moment. But yeah, she's in a lot of that footage, and I go back and watch it sometimes, and I'm like, wow, it's kind of like a bittersweet thing, you know? Like, she always used to be cool. But yeah, no, I've never had okay, no, I take that back. I have had one true loss once, if you consider it a loss. I don't know. Do you consider an unborn fetus a loss? I feel like that hit me the hardest. I feel like aborting your own flesh and blood, it's kind of like my hardest loss. I think that's the most low I've ever felt in my fucking life, to be totally honest with you. To the point where I thought about like suicide. Like, I'm like, damn, bro. Like, I didn't act on it, but I'm just thinking like, fuck, man. There's certain times where I'm like, I wish I would have kept that kid alive and I would have just died.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's some heavy stuff.
It is. I'll probably need therapy for it one day. But as I've said, if I go to therapy, I feel like it'll make me less funny. It's the truth, man. It's the truth. But yeah, I think that's the hardest loss I've ever taken. Come close to a loss. Thankfully, both my parents are still alive. I think that'll probably be the hard loss I'll take, or God forbid something happens to my brother or something like that. But yeah, I never had like a serious loss other than that. That was what really hit me. That was kind of like, oh man. But I don't regret it. I don't regret it. But I still wish I just would have been more smart about decisions. Pull-out method don't work.
Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, I do have another loss. Now, okay, you may not see it the same way as me, but one of my dogs died from my past relationship, and I didn't find out about it till a little bit later after the action happened.
Yeah.
But that I don't know. So it's a different. But
I mean, it's a pet, man. It's a pet you probably loved and cared for, man. So it makes sense.
So I raised it from a little puppy.
Yeah.
So
that shit hurts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry for your loss, man.
I'm sorry for your loss too.
It is what it is, man. The world ain't ready for another Kauzum quite yet.
It's all right. You have the Boozles Poppy Universal Destroyer.
This fucking filler episode turned into a sad episode. Real fucking quick. But yeah, I think moral of the story, we have losses. We have regrets. You could even be cheated on. At the end of the day, when the going gets rough, you treat the world like sandpaper. I don't know.
No,
the world's rough. It fucking sucks.
You become a very coarse sandpaper, and you smooth it out.
Yep.
In your own way.
Damn. All right. There you go. That's a nice analogy taken. Yeah. Yep. You gotta find some way to turn the sandpaper into construction paper and reconstruct a positive outcome.
All right.
Boom. I don't know what construction paper has to do with sandpaper, but it sounded good. It came off good.
Sure. We'll go with it.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end that here on that note. Here's your episode 18. I will tell you, I will tease this for the season finale. We will be getting drunk. Be prepared, chicas. Well, the chicas who don't hit people at night for like another person's Instagram photo. But yeah, be ready.
4 Locos. Is that what I'm hearing right now?
Yeah, no, that's all you, buddy.
Come on, man.
I will not drink a 4 Loco. I have a little more class.
I don't.
Yeah, you don't, bro. You don't. That's why you take the candy from the bag from the fucking Valentine's Day parties, bro.
It's my favorite kind.
But one last thing I'm going to note, since I manifested the Kansas City Chiefs winning, I'm going to say this right here. This is a note to my future self when this is getting dropped on Tuesday. You better be in that fucking studio Thursday night recording What's Good and those 2 feature songs, all right? Don't be a lazy asshole when you're in Vegas. Okay. That's all I had to say for my future self, message to my future self. Hopefully you get the message and you complete those tasks. But yeah, thank you all for watching, tuning in, listening, watching the video, whatever you do. You do it so well, so keep on doing it for as long as possible. Well, as long as the show's still in session. But no new episode next week from the time that you see this, but we will be back the week afterwards. And hopefully I'll be back with more lore and shit to talk about. Because we're going on the Kauzum World Tour. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. A lot of escapades are going to go on. But until then, thank you all very much, Mr. Boozles Poppy. Any last words you got to say?
Mr. Kauzum, it's always going to be the same thing. Thanks for hanging out. I messed it up!
Damn.
Thanks for hanging out.
That's my next biggest loss is when Boozles Poppy fucks up his final words. Bring back Darth Boozles. # bring back Darth Boozles. Just kidding. Oh, shit. All right.